Hello everyone, welcome back to IGCSE Made Easy. So today we are going to do paper code 0580 May June 2021 paper 2 extended. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1. The probability that Jane win a game is 7 by 10. Find the probability that Jane does not win the game. So the total probability will always be equals to 1. So if the winning game is 7 by 10, so losing game will be 1 minus of 7 by 10. So let us pull out our calculator and find out the answer. So 1 minus of 7 by 10, that gives you 3 by 10. So the answer is 3 by 10. Okay. Second part B. Jane plays this game 50 times. Find the number of times she is expected to win the game. So they are asking the she expected to win the game out of the 50 times game that she plays. So probability of winning the game is 7 by 10, and if I multiply it with 50, I should get the number of times she wins the game. Okay, so let us use a calculator to find out that. So 7 by 10 times 50, and that gives you 35. So it is 35 times out of 50 she will win the game. Question number 2. Calculate the fourth root of 0.0256. So let us use a calculator to find out that. Place it somewhere here. Okay. So we can write shift and this method and fourth root of 0.0256, and that gives you 2 by 5 or 0.4. So our answer is 0.4. Question number 3. Ema has 15 mathematics question to complete. The stem and leaf diagram shows this time in minute it takes her to complete each question. Okay, there is a key given and you have to be very careful looking at this key. The key says that 20 means 20. It means that 11 means 11, 12 means 12, like that. Okay, so according to the key you have to understand this stem and leaf. Okay, now they are asking you have to find out mean, median and mode. What is mode? Mode is the highest repeated value. So highest repeated is what? So this is 03, this is 05, right? They are repeated once. 06 is repeated once, 07 is repeated, 7 is repeated twice, 8 is repeated twice. So we have to find out the highest repeated value. Can you see here 16, that is being repeated 3 times? 16, 16, 16, right? So 16 is the highest repeated value, that is the mode. Okay, so the median, second part is median. So median is the mid value, right? If the total is how much? First of all, let's find out the total is 15, right? And the mid of the 15 value we have to find out. But if the total value is actually odd number, if the total value is odd, what we have to do, we have to add 1 to it and we have to divide it, because if it is odd and if I divide it with 2, I'll be getting 7.5. So I can't find the median of the exact median for this one. So what we will do, if the total value is odd, we will add 1 to it, that is n plus 1, and we will divide that with 2. So what is the total value? 15, and we'll add 1 to it and we will divide it into. Now 16 by 2. 16 by 2 is 8. So we have to check the 8th term. That will be our median. So this is first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th. So the 8th term is 1, but we have to read it as 11 because 1 and 1 is 11. So median will be 11. And range is what? Range is highest value minus of the lowest value. What is the highest value? The highest value is 20 and the lowest value is 3. So range will be highest value minus the lowest value, that is 20 minus of 3 is 17. Okay. Question number 4. Write down an expression for the range of k consecutive integer. So you know what is integer. So consecutive means one after another, right? So if I take an example like 1 2 3 4. Okay, so if I want to, this is just a consecutive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a consecutive number, right? If I am not writing one after that for 10 and then 16, something like that, we did not write anything that is not consecutive. We are writing consecutive number 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive, right? One after that, two comes, two after that, three comes, like that. Okay, that's why it is consecutive integer. So now, if I want to find out the range of this one, so the range will be highest value minus of the lowest value. So 4 minus of 1, that is the range. That is equals to 3, correct? So what we can see is the total number I have taken it as 4. So but the range is coming to be 3. If I'm taking the total value to be 4, I'm getting 1 less to the total value that I have taken. Let's say one more example. If I'm taking let me take 3 4 5 6 7. The total value is how much? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so range is what? The highest value, that is 7, and the lowest value is 3. 7 minus of 3 is 4. So if I am taking total value to be 5, I am getting the range as 4, that is 1 minus to that, correct? So if I take the total value as k, because I want the answer to be in k, if I take the total value to be k, I will get the range 1 minus of that. You got it? That's why k minus of 1 will be the expression for the range of consecutive integer. I hope you understand this. Question number 5. Hardik draws the scatter diagram and we have to put ring around one correct statement about this scatter diagram. Okay, this scatter diagram does not have enough point actually. It is only having 3. So focus on more than 3 or maximum point. The more than if we have more points, then it will be much more easy for us for concluding the correlation. So this should be the most suitable points actually, if I say so, because this part we have to ring it, because it is not possible to tell if there is correlation, as there is not enough point. Okay, because only 3 points are given. Part B. Each of the 4 scatter diagrams shows the same set of the data. A line has been drawn on each diagram. You have to complete the statement. The line is drawn. The line in diagram dash is the most appropriate line of best fit. Line of best fit. Actually, this is not the correct diagram to take, because it is going somewhere else. The line is opposite to that, so it is not the right diagram. And if I check for this one, the line of best fit is actually over the top it is more and over the bottom it is very less, so this cannot be also the right answer. And if we talk about this diagram, part D, diagram D, so there are more points over the top and there is no points over the bottom, so this is also wrong. So this will be the correct diagram to conclude. The line in diagram C is the most appropriate line of best fit. So let's move on. Question number 6. The rhombus has side 6.5 centimeter. The rhombus can be constructed by drawing two triangles. Use a ruler and compass only. Construct the rhombus. Leave your answer. Leave your construction arc. Uh, one one diagonal of the rhombus has been drawn for you. One of the diagonal is given. Rhombus has two diagonal. One of the diagonal is given, and the sides of the rhombus is 6.5. Actually, rhombus is similar to square. All the sides are equal, but the square has all the angles 90-degree, but rhombus will be having an angle. So I'll be displaying one of the uh, uh, means I'll be displaying in another form to make you understand with the same diagram. Okay, let us try that. So this is the diagram. Can you see that one? And let us draw using a compass how to do it. So what I will do, I'll just try to fix one end. Now we have to fix the compass to 6.5 length, and we have to adjust it accordingly. and let's draw it. Let's draw an arc. Okay, okay, I'll drawn that. So now after that I'll lock it. So now I'll pick this one and I'll place in the other side. uh, I'll place in the other side. Okay, so and I'll draw it again. Okay, because that was not, we need little bit more, so I'll just make it little bit more this side, turn that side. No, let us draw it that itself. So we need little bit more, so I'll draw it little bit more like that. Okay, the things are still locked. I did not change the angle, so I'll just try to come down now with this direction. Let us draw. We don't have to change anything. Let us draw with that itself. Let us start from here. Okay, like that. And I'll change the position now to the point. Take it here. And let us draw. Okay, now it is done. Once the things are done, you have to join the points. So you have to use the ruler to join the all the 4 points. So let us try to join the points. Okay, so here this will be one of the point. So let's draw from here. So this will be the one of the point. The other point will be here. So let us draw from here. The other point will be somewhere this side. Give me a second. So this is the adjusted other point. Then I have to draw the line from here and I have to join it. Okay, so after that this is the same point. So you can see that this looks like a square, but all the 4 points, all the 4 sides will be in some angle. So this is how we have to draw this diagram. So arc should be mentioned there, so you have to be very careful in that. So I hope you understand this question. Let's move on. Question number 7. Complete the statement. The reciprocal of 0.2 is what? So 0.2, as you know, that can be written as 2 by 10, and 2 by 10 can be written as 1 by 5. 5 times 2 times 1 and 5 times 2, 1 by 5, and reciprocal of 1 by 2, 1 by 5 will be 5 goes up, that will be 5. A prime number between 90 and 100. So the prime numbers are number which has only 1 and the number itself as a factor. So 97 will be the prime number between 90 and 100. So part B, 7 by 5, 0.6, root 7, 8 and root 9. List from this list, write down an irrational number. So 7 by 5 is in the form of p by q, and 0.6 can be written as 6 by 10, as I told you, and root 7 I'll tell you later on. 8 is a number, so it cannot be an irrational number. Root 9 is equals to 3, because 3 square is 9. So root 7 is the irrational number which cannot be written in p by q format. So that's why under root of 7 will be irrational number. Okay, so rest all we can write in the p by q format. 8 can be written as 8 by 1. Okay, 6 by 10, and root 9 can be written as 3, and that can be written as 3 by 1. So root 7 cannot be written. It will be giving me some decimal answer, and that cannot be even terminated. Okay, so let's move on. Question number 8. A is equals to B square by 5C. Find B when A is 5.625 and C is equals to 2. So we are given that A is equals to 5.65 and C equals to 2. So let's use that. So A is 5.625 and B square, B we have to find from that, and C is equals to 2. So this goes up, right? Cross multiplied. So B square equals to 5.625 times 5 times 2 is 10. So after that I'm writing here B square will be equals to 5.625 into 10. This point decimal will be shifted over once because it's multiplied by 10. If it is multiplied by 100, it will be shifted 2 digits towards the right after decimal. So it will be like 56.25. You can use your calculator for that, not an issue. Let me use the calculator also for, I'll tell you that. So you should have used it like that. So it is 5.625 times 10. That gives you 56.25. See, we are getting the same thing. Okay. So after that, B will be equals to what? So B square equals to that. So B will be equals to under root of 56.25. So let us use our calculator now. So under root of 56.25, that gives you 7.5. So 7.5 will be the value of B. And also you have to write plus minus for that, because whenever there is a square, it means it's actually a quadratic form, so it will be having two values of that. So under root will be giving you two values, so it will be giving plus 7 as well as it will give negative 7. So let's move on to question number 9. Work out using a calculator, without using a calculator, without using a calculator. So 2 by 3 is given and division sign is there, and 1 3 by 7 is there. So first let's take out this one, change the mixed fraction to simple form. 7 times 1 is, multiply that, 7 times 1 is 7, and then the answer you have to add with 3. 7 times 1 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10. So 10 by 7. The next thing is, if I take out this division sign and put their multiply, then this goes reversed. 7 will go up and 10 will come down. Okay, this will be reversed only by changing the operation, division to multiply. So after this, if I solve this question, then it should be 7 times 2 is 14. Multiplying this, 7 times 2 is 14 and 10 times 3 is 30. Okay, so for making it into the smaller form, simpler form more, we can divide 14 by 30. It will give you 7 by 15. Lowest form 7 by 15. So that is your final answer. You can write your final answer 7 by 15. Okay, let's move. Question number 10. Write 0.00654 in standard form. Okay, let us understand this using first calculator. So I'm taking out the calculator here. Okay, so if I write this number over here, that is 0. Okay, before using the calculator, we have to change the mode. To check the mode how I am setting, so you have to change into scientific, that is 7. I did shift mode and then I press 7, and now it is asking 0 to 9. What number I have to take? The number of digits actually excluding 0. How many digits are 6, 5 and 4, right? 3 digits are there. I'll press 3 over there. Okay, 0 to 9 we can press any number, but we need three digits number there, because 0 6 5 4 is the three numbers are there, so excluding zeros. So I press 3 there. So what I'll do, I'll write this number 0.00654, then yeah, I'll press equals to, then I'll press SD. See, this gives me the standard form answer, 6.54 into 10 raised to power minus 3. So 6.54 into 10 raised to power minus 3. Let me write this answer. So answer is 6.54 into 10 raised to power minus 3. So actually without using calculator also you can do it. That is 0.00654. So what is happening? This decimal need to be shifted towards the right side, right? Because standard form means after one digit, after one number, we need a decimal, right? So this is only possible after 6. That's the first number, right? So after first number, we need decimal. So this decimal jumps from here 1, 2, and 3. After 3 digits, after 3 means a number, it is being shifted towards the first number. So for not 0, right? It should be starting from a number that is uh, means except 0, it should start from a number. So how many digits it's being shifting? 1, 2, and 3. So now it becomes what? 6.54 because the decimal comes after 6. So into 10 to power, how many digits it's being shifted? 1, 2, and 3. So towards the right side, so we'll take negative of 3. See, same answer we got it. I hope you understand this both the way. Now, second part B, the number 1.467 into 10 raised to power 102 is written as an ordinary form. Write down the number of zeros that follows the okay, this is written in standard form. Okay, we have to make it into an ordinary form and we have to find out how many digits are going to, how many zeros are going to follow this number. So 1.467 is there into 10 raised to power 102. Just note that if I want to make it into the ordinary form, I have to shift this number towards the right hand side, right? So that it becomes 1467 number, right? Whole number. So if I shift it here, it's shifting one digit, 1, 2, and 3 digit. Now the decimal goes there, so it is 1467. Okay, because 0.70 will not be counted, so it becomes 1467.0. We can write it, or we don't have to even write it, not an issue. So it becomes into 10 to power, oh sorry, I should have written 10 to power 102, right? Erase, wait, wait. Okay, so I should have written 10 to power 102. So here see, 10 to power 102 I should have written, but I have moved the decimal towards the right hand side, right? So 10 to power 102, but if I am moving toward the right hand side, I have to take negative of 3. 3 unit I have shifted, so negative of 3. So actually my answer is 1467 into 10 to power 99. 103 minus of 102 minus of 3 is 99. So how many digits of 0 that will follow the 7? 99, right? That will be our answer. I hope you understand this. Let's move on. Question number 11. Write down 0.04. 04 is being recurring. Okay, recurring means repeated as a fraction in the simplest form. Try to understand that there is a dot over there that indicates 0.04. The 04 is being repeating. Okay, that's what dash we can write. We can write a dot. That means 04 is being repeated and it is going to be endless, right? We can't even end the number. It is going to be like that only, 04040404. That's why they have written 0.04 dash, or they have written 0.04 dot dot. Both are same. So how to write this into the fraction form? Because it is one mark question, we are not going to waste time on it. We can directly use a calculator for this. Very easily we can do it. What we can do is, see what, it's very simple. Because 0.04 is being repeated, so we'll be writing in our calculator like that. 04 will be writing around 10 to 11 times or more than that till you get the fraction format. 04, 04, 04. So if I write only 2 to 3 times, I'll not get the fraction form. See, something else I'm getting. So you should write till until you get a fraction format. Let's say 04, 04, 04, 04, 04, 04, 04, 04, 04, at least 10 write it. Now see, you got the fraction format. Before I was not getting the fraction format. If you write only 2 or 3 times, you will not get the fraction format. At least write for 10 times, okay, maximum. 8 to 9 times you can write it. Easily you will get it. Because 1 mark question does not need steps and all. So you can directly write the answer, that is in the fraction form. 4 by 99 will be the answer for this case. So you can write 4 by 99. So that is your final answer. Let's move. Question number 12. Universal set, it is given integers that should be greater than 2. Okay, so any value that should be greater than 2. So in that universal set, a, b and c comes out. So for value of a, prime number should be there. So greater than 2, prime number we have to write. So prime number, the least prime number is 2, but we don't have to take because we have to take greater than 2, that is given in the universal set. So let's start from 3. So 3 is a prime number now, and 5, 7, then comes out to be 11 and 13 and 17 and goes on. And then odd number, it's again 1 we don't have to take because 1 is we need the universal set is greater than 2. So we start from 3 again. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17 and goes on like that, right? And square numbers, as you know that we can't take 1, we can start from 4 because less than 2 we don't have to take, greater than 2 we have to take 4. 2 to the 4, 3 3 is 9, 4 4 is 16, 5 is 25, 6 is 36 and goes on like that. Okay, so now describe part 1. Describe the type of numbers in B dash union intersection C. B dash intersection C. So as you know that B means what? All the odd numbers. It's here. B means all the odd numbers. So B dash will be equals to what? B dash will be all the even number. Simple. B will be odd number. So B dash will be all the even number, right? So B dash is all the even number. And what is C? C is square number. It's given in the question. So C is a square number. So what does this set notation represent? Set notation represents that B dash B dash intersection C is even square number. That's all. Because B dash is even and C means square, even square number. So B dash intersection C represent even square number. So complete the set label, part 2, complete the set labels on the Venn diagram. Okay, using this one only we have to do it. So you know, we have to label it like ABC here. So you should know that the only prime number 2 is the least prime number. 2 is the least prime number and it is also the only even prime number. Okay, so rest all will be an odd number in prime. So it means that the B will be here, that will be the bigger circle, this one, and under that only all the prime number comes. Okay, so prime number is A. You understand? I hope you understand, because uh, every odd number will be like every prime number is an odd number except 2. That's what it meant like. Okay, so B comes there and A is here, and the square number should be here. See, because some of the square numbers are also odd, like 25, 5 is a 25, right? So like 9 and that's why it is like intersecting here. 25, 9, many others are there, but I just gave you some example. I hope you understand this. Let's move on. Part B, we have to shade the region, given region. So very simply I'll explain you, very simple. What you have to do, just label it. Okay, all the parts you have to label it like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and outer region we can label it as 8. Okay, inside region we've all labeled as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and outer region just label it as 8. Now what you have to do, individually take out like this. What is D dash? I'll take this one and I'll take this one. What is d dash? Very simple, just try to understand, it's not that difficult. D dash is what? Except d, we have to take everything. Okay, what is d? This one is d, correct? This whole is d. So except d, d dash means not d, right? Except d, we have to take all. So what all numbers are left outside? That is 3, 6, 7 and 8. I have written. Okay, 8 also I have to take. Then this one, first I have taken d dash, now I will take e intersection f dash. Okay, so this is curly bracket, I hope you understand. So for e intersection f dash, let's first, what is e intersection f? E and f is this one, right? E and f is this one. What is intersection? This one, 5 and 6 is intersection, but they have given e intersection f dash. Except this 5 and 6, everything else we have to write, correct? F dash, e intersection f dash is there. So except 5 and 6, we have to write all the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 and 8. Okay, now after this sign you have to focus, this one. What is this in between? D we have taken, e intersection f is here. What is this sign in between? That is union. Union means every number we have to write, every number we have to write. So d dash union of e intersection f dash will be equals to what? We have to take all the numbers. Okay, repeated number 1, rest all we have to write 1. I have to write it because it is union. Okay, if it is intersection, only the intersection part you have to take. Because it's union, we have to take all the numbers. So 1 I'll take, then I'll take 2 once, then 3 once I have to take, because 2 to 3s are there. I have to take only 1 3, because I can only shade 1 3, right? We don't have any more 3. So then I'll take 4, then it is 6, 4 5 is not there, yeah, 6, then 7, then 8. Okay, why I'm writing 1? Because we can't share any other numbers, right? So now we have to shade it. How to shade it? We have to shade the numbers that is here. Oh my god. So we have to shade, I hope this is visible to you. Let's shade it. 1 we have to shade it as it is said, 1 we have to shade it. So 1 we will shade it like that. Okay, then we will be shading 2, then we will shade 3, this is 3. Okay, then we will shade 4, 2 and 3 shaded, then we will shade 4, then we will shade 6. Okay, then we will shade 7, finally we will shade 8. So 8 is actually the all uh, outside the part, right? So we have to shade 8 like that, whole of the part. Shading will take time, so patiently do all the work nicely, neatly, do well in your exams. So what part is left here? Only the fifth part, right? 5. So that is your final answer. This is what you have to shade. I hope you understand. Label it as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then you can find it out very easily. This is one of the easiest way I found. So let's move on. Question number 13. ABC are point on circle, center C. D and DC are tangent. Okay, so angle ADC is 44 given. So actually if tangents are drawn, uh, then it will be equal to each other, right? Then both the tangents are equal to each other. Then yeah, there are some methods to do this. There are 2 or 3 ways of doing any method you can select. Let me say this forms a kite, right? Can you see that this forms a kite? This and this are equal, right? Because tangents are drawn from the same tangent. Two tangents are drawn and it is being met. at the same point, then it is equal to each other. If this is equal, and this two will be also equal to each other because they both are radius, right? So it forms a kite, because in kite uh, both the sides are equal and this side is also equal to each other, as you know that. If it is a kite, then opposite angle sum is 180. Okay, so this rule also we can use it. We have various other way to do that. I'm just trying with a kite. Let's try it with that. So if this is x, then this will be double of that, 2x, correct? Because that's what the rule says. Center angle will be double of the angle subtended by any other uh, side of the arc, right? Center angle should be double. So if this is x, and this should be double of x, means 2x. So 44 plus 2x will be equals to 180, because they both sum will be equals to 180 because it's a kite. So 2x equals to 180 minus of 44. 180 minus of 44. Let's use a calculator. Okay, let us try using a calculator to subtract some of the values. So 180 minus of 180 minus of 44 is 136. Okay, so that is 136, and the value of x will be 136 divided by 2. So x is equals to 136 divided by 2, that is 68. Okay, so this is one of the way I did. You might have some other ways to do. So this is probably I sort it out. So that's all. Let's move on. Question number 14. The diagram shows a trapezium. The trapezium has one line of symmetry. One line of symmetry is one of the line over here. That's what the one line of symmetry trapezium have. It means that it's symmetry in the faces, right? That symbolize this and this part will be equals to each other. That's what they are trying to say. Okay, so it has one line of symmetry. Then it says work out the area of a trapezium. So area of trapezium is what? Area of trapezium, you should know that area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides, this side. Okay, so let's say this is A, so half into sum of parallel sides A plus other side is 15.4 into the height in between, or distance between the parallel sides, that's what we can say, 18.2. But the problem is we don't have the length A, right? The length A is actually this length, right, plus this length, that is 15.4 itself, and this length. As it is symmetry, so this length and this length will be equal to each other, right? So because it's symmetrical, so we can find out either this side of length, and we can double that to, and then we can add 15.4 to get the value of A. So what we can do, because it's a right angle triangle, we can use sine, any of the rule, actually sine rule also we can use, any rule we can use, sine also we can use. Okay, so okay, let's use trigonometric ratios. So we have Zocato TOA, tan equals to opposite over adjacent, right? TOA. So tan theta will be equals to tan 62 will be equals to opposite is 18.2 over adjacent will be, let's say this is x. Okay, let's say I'm taking this length as x. This length I have taken it as x. So x will be equals to 18.2 divided by tan of 60 to 18.2 divided by tan of 62. Let's use a calculator now. So 18.2 divided by tan 62, I'll get the answer 9.67. Okay, 9.67 is one of the side. If I multiply this with 2, I'll get both the side, 19.35. Okay, So 19.35 is both the side. So this side, as you can see that this side and this side, both the side I'm getting 19 point, okay, 3 5 something like that. If I add 15.4 plus 15.4, I'll get the total length of that is 34.75. Okay, 34.75 something like that. 34.75 I'll take it as. So the length of A is 34.75. Hope you understand how it comes out to be. So let's take this calculator out. So the length of A is 13.75. Let's do now to find out the area of. So half into length of A is 34.75 plus 15.4, that is opposite side, into the distance between them. I hope you understood how I got A, length of A, that is 34.75. 15.4 plus this length and this length I added in between. Okay, so let's do this in our calculator. So it will be like half of multiple, let's put a bracket, so 34.575 plus 15.4, put a bracket close, times 18.2, and the answer is 456.365. We can write it as 456.4 also. 36 is there, so we can write it as 456.4. So 456.4. So that will be the 456.4. So that will be a final area of a trapezium. Hope you understand. Let's move. Question number 15. Complete the table showing information about the congruency of pair of triangle. The first two rows has been completed for you. All diagrams are not to scale. So first two diagram is given here. So we'll start with the third one actually. So here it says this side is 6.5 and this side is 6.5 and this side is 7 and this side is also 7 and this angle is 35 and this angle is 35. It means that the triangle is congruent. So by what property it is congruent? We can say that it is congruent and by what property? Because side, this is side and in between angle comes and there again side. So side angle side property, it is congruent. Okay, then here we can see that this is 4.5, here it is 4.5, this is 5 and this is 5 and this is 4 and this is 4. Okay, so all the sides are being equal, so it is again congruent by the property side side side, SSS property. Okay, in this, if we can see, this 5.2 is over here, 90 degree is also there, RHS also we can think about, but the angle is not right, right? No, RHS we cannot think because we need yeah, two sides over there, hypotenuse is there, yeah, but angle is not the right way that is displayed here. This is 35 degree, sorry, this is 35 but this angle is 65. Yeah, that makes a difference, right? So it's not congruent. So what we can do, we can write not congruent, and we don't have any such property, so we'll write none, no property or none we can write. Yeah, that's all. This will give you 3 marks. So let's move on. Question number 16. Point A is 5, 7 and point B is 9, -1. It's given. Find the length of AB. So formula that we will be using here is, so length AB can be written as x2 minus of x1 whole square plus y2 minus of y1 whole square. So this will be x1 y1, this will be x2 y2. So we can use this length formula to find out the length of AB. So x2 is 9 minus of x1 is 5, 9 minus of 5 whole square plus y2 is minus 1 minus of y1 is 7 whole square. So if we will do that, 9 minus of 5 is 4, so 4 whole square plus minus 1 and minus 7 is minus of 8 square. Okay, so we can pull out our calculator now. So now we can solve under root of 4 square plus, put a bracket, minus 8 square, that gives you 8.94. So 8.94 will be my answer. So I don't need this step, actually I'll directly write it. 8.94 is my length AB. Part B we can do. We take out this calculator. So part B, find the equation of the line AB. So you know that the equation of any line can be written as y equals to mx plus c, right? And for finding the value of m, we can use one of the formula, y2 minus of y1 by x2 minus of x1. You have to use this formula to find out the value of m. So what is y2 in this case? Y2, as I told you, minus 1. The same thing, right? This one we have to check. Y2 minus of y1, and minus 1 minus of 7, minus 1 minus of 7 divided by x2 minus of x1, 9 minus of 5. So that is minus 8 divided by 9 minus of 5 is 4. So m is 4 times 1, 4 times 2 is 8. M is minus 2. Okay, so we got m as minus 2. So we'll insert this value of m as minus 2x plus c. Then we can pull out any one coordinate. I am taking this coordinate. Okay, 5 and 7, any one coordinate. You can also take 9 and minus 1, both will give you the same answer. If I take x as 5 and y as 7, I'll put it here. I have taken x as 5 and y as 7 because I have taken this coordinate 5 comma 7. Okay, the first coordinate. I hope you understand. So if I put y as 7 and x as 5, I can easily find out the value of c, right? So 7 equals to 2 times minus 2 times 5 is minus 10 plus c, right? So c, value of c will be 7 plus of 10. So c will be equals to 7 plus 10 is 17. So we are done, almost done with the answer. So y equals to mx plus c is the equation of line where m is minus 2x plus c is 17. So this is our final answer, y equals to minus 2x plus 17. I hope you understand this. Question number 17. Find the gradient of the line that is perpendicular to the line 3y equals to 4x minus of 5. We have to find out the gradient of the line that is perpendicular to this line. Okay, to this line. Okay, but you know that the equation of line is y equals to mx plus c, correct? But here we have 3y equals to 4x minus 5, c is 5 and 4 is m is 4, but we have 3y, so we have a problem there. We have to make, instead of 3y we have to write it as y. So I'll rub this one first. I'll take it over here this side, y equals to mx plus c. Okay, this is the equation of line. So let us make it like that. If I want to make only y over left hand side, so I have to divide it with 3, correct? So 3y divided by 3, then 4x divided by 3, then 5 divided by 3. So if I divide it, now it becomes y, because 3 and 3 got cancelled out, and yeah, 4 cannot be done. So it will be y equals to 4 by 3x minus of 5 by 3. Now you can see that y is alone there. Y equals to m is 4 by 3 and c will be minus 5 by 3. Okay, now it is in the form of an equation of line y equals to mx plus c. Now we have to find out the gradient of the line that is perpendicular to this. Actually, what is the gradient of this equation? Gradient of this equation is m is 4 by 3, right? Let's say this is m1 for this case. So gradient of the another line that is perpendicular to this line will be minus of negative of reciprocal of the number. So it is 4 by 3, it will be 3 by 4. Okay, if a line is there, okay, if the gradient is m for this one, okay, let's say the gradient is m for that, let's say that is 1 by 2, m is 1 by 2. If one more line is there that is perpendicular to this line, okay, that is m2, what will be the gradient of that? The gradient will be negative of reciprocal of that. If it is 1 by 2, that will be 2 by 1. I hope you understand. So if it is 4 by 3, it will be 3 by 4, but negative of that. So gradient will be negative of 3 by 4. Okay, so let's move. Question number 18. F of x and g of x is given, and we have to solve f of g of x plus 1 equals to, we have to solve that when this two will be equated, g of f of x. Okay, what is, let's first solve this one, f of g of x plus 1. Okay, let's first solve this one. For that I have to first find out this one, right? So g of x plus 1 is what? I'll write first g of x. G of x is x plus of 4. So g of x plus 1 will be equals to what? Instead of x, I have to put x plus 1, right? Plus of 4. So g of x plus 1 will be equals to, now this plus 1 and 4, 1 plus 4 gives you 5, so x plus of 5. Okay, g of x plus 1 will be x plus 5. Now let's move on to this whole. Okay, that is f of g of x plus 1. Okay, f of g of x plus 1. What is f of x? F of x is equals to x square minus of 25. So f of g of x plus 1. So g of x plus 1 is what? So this is x square minus of 25. So g of x is, g of x plus 1, we already got it here. So I'll put it over here, f of x plus 5. So I'll put it in this one. So x plus 5 whole square minus of 25. I hope you understand this. So actually now this is a minus of b whole square. Okay, this is a minus of b whole square. So that is a minus b whole square. That gives you a square, a plus b whole square, right? Because it's x plus 5. So a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. This formula you have to remember actually. So f of x plus 5 will be equals to, now this I will be using the formula a square, that is x square plus b square 5 square plus b square plus 2 into a is x and b is 5, 2 into b, that's fine, and minus of 25 is over there, I have to write it there. So f of x plus 5, that will be equals to x square plus 5 5 is 25 plus 5 times 2 is 10 and 10x minus of 25 plus 25 and minus 25 got cancelled out, so we have left with x square plus 10x. Okay, actually this is what, actually this is actually equals to, we were trying to find out the whole thing, right? F of g of x plus 1. So f of g of x plus 1 equals to this one, correct? And this we have to equate with g of x plus g of f of x. If you don't understand this, look at again the same things and you will be able to get it, I think. So g of, now let's solve g of this one. I'm trying to solve now g of f of x. So f of x is equals to what? F of x is equals to this one, right? x square minus of 25, and g of x is equals to what? X plus of 4. In this x I have to put this one, right? So I have to write, instead of x square minus of 25 plus of 4. So now this becomes x square, and minus 25 plus 4 gives you minus of 21. Okay, so g of f of x becomes this one, right? X square minus of 21. Now we have to compare this equation and this equation as it is said in the, to solve that, this two we have to solve it, right? So let me use another pen, green one I'll be using here. So I have to equate it, right? So we have two equation. I'm equating both the equation, this one and this one. So we have x square plus 10x, that is equals to x square minus of 21. So whole this x square and x square got cancelled out from both the side, and we are left with 10x equals to minus of 21. So x will be equals to minus of 21 divided by 10. So value of x will be equals to, because it's a 10 over the bottom, so it will be giving me a decimal inside, so minus of 2.1. So this will be a final answer. Okay, you can use your calculator also. 21 minus 21 by 10 gives you minus 2.5, so 2.1. So x will be minus of 2.1. So this is the end of the question. Let's move on. Question number 19, A part. The diagram shows a shape made from an equilateral triangle ABC and a sector of a circle. The point B and C lies on the circle, and there is center A also. The side length of equilateral triangle is given, that is 12.4. We have to work out the perimeter of the shape. Okay, so the circle is made and we have an equilateral triangle over here. This is 12.4. Equilateral means all the sides are equal. Okay, and angle, all the angle will be 60. All the angles inside will be 60. Okay, what is this angle then? If this is 60, because the total angle is 360, out of that 60 is there, so this will be equals to, sorry, this will be equals to 300, right? The total angle is 360, so one part is given, that is 60, so that will be 300, correct? So now we have to find out the perimeter. Perimeter means whole of the boundary length. This whole boundary length we have to find out, including this 12.4. Okay, so what we can do is, you know the sector formula, right? Sector, see, this is a sector, right? This is a sector, and if the theta angle is given, and we can find out the arc length of this one, right? But this is a reflex angle, this is acute angle, so it is easy to understand, but this angle is a reflex angle, so this angle is 300 here, and we have to find out the arc length. Same formula will be used, right? So formula is, for finding the arc length is this one. Okay, this is arc and this is length, and for this case it is a arc length. Okay, so that's what we are trying to find out, this one first. So arc length formula is theta by 360, we can write it as L for arc length, theta by 360 times 2 pi r. Okay, that's the arc length formula. Theta will be what? 300 by 360 times 2 into pi into the radius is 12.4, that is the length of the equilateral triangle. So let's use our calculator to solve this. Let's pull out our calculator now. Okay, so now I'll be writing over there 300 divided by 360 times 2 times pi times 12.4, and that gives me 62 by 3 pi. Okay, let us write the answer in pi itself, that's not a problem. 62 by 3 pi, 62 by 3 pi, that is the length of this one, right? We got the length of this one. You understand, this is the arc length. So we need to add this 12.4 length also with that, so that will be the total. So total perimeter will be, I'll write over here, perimeter equals to 62 by 3 pi plus 12.4. So let us use our calculator to add it. plus 12.4. So that gives me 77.32. We can write 77.3. So that's our final answer. So part B, the diagram shows two sectors of a circle. The major sector is shaded, as you can see. This is a major sector, and this is a minor sector. Okay, so major sector is shaded. The area of the major sector is 74.5 centimeters square. Calculate the radius of the circle. Okay, so what will be the angle of this one, right? Because we have to find, we are given with the area of the major sector. What is the angle of that? Let's pull out our calculator. The angle of that is, because the total angle is 360, so 360 minus of 41, that gives you 319. So 319 will be the angle of this one. Okay, so let's find out the let's write the formula for area of sector for this shaded one. So area of sector will be equals to theta by 360 times pi r square. See, last time we did arc length. Arc length only has a difference of here. Theta by 360 was same, and here we have 2 pi r for the arc length, and area we have pi r square. That's you can easily remember also. So this formula for area of the sector, theta by 360 times pi r square, where theta will be equals to 319, this one, and divided by 360 times pi into r square. Okay, so now here I want to take out this area and I have to write the area that is given over there. What is the area of the bigger sector? Major sector, that is 74.5. That's what I am writing. Okay, now we will cross multiply and find out the value of r from here itself. So r square will be equals to what? 360 will go there, cross multiply, so 74.5 times 360 divided by, this will come down, and this also, pi will also come down, 390 times pi, right? So cross multiplication is very important. So value of r will be equals to under root of every number, right? 74.5 times 360 divided by 319 times pi. So let us use a calculator to solve this. So we have under root of 74.5 times 360 divided by 319 times pi, and that gives me 5.173, or we can write 5.17 also. 5.17. 5.17. So that's our final answer. Let's move on. Question number 20, expand and simplify. So let us first expand this two bracket. Okay, just by multiplying this with this, this with this, this with this, and this with this. Okay, so x into 2x gives you 2x square, and x into 5 gives you plus 5x, minus of 2 into 2x gives you minus of 4x, then minus of 2 plus of 5 gives you plus of minus of 10, because minus 2 into 5 is minus of 10. Okay, we have solved this one. Now using this x plus 3 also, we have to expand the bracket. Same method, will be expanding like this with this, this with this, this with this, and this with this, yeah, then this with this, and this with this, this with this, this with this. Okay, so it is complicated to understand, but anyway, this one need to be done with this. Again, the same thing need to be done with this. That's what the concept is. Okay, 2x square into x is 2x cube. Again, I'm doing 2x square with 3 is plus 6x square. Then I jump to 5x. So 5x into x is 5x square. Then 5x into 3 is 15, 5 3 is 15x. Okay, then minus of 4 into x is minus of 4x square. Then minus 4 into 3 is minus 4 times 3 is 12x. Okay, then we have yes, I should have done it like that, also solved it, but it's okay, that will also give us the same answer, that's not an issue. So 4 into yeah, we did 4 into x minus 4x, yeah, 4 into 2, 3 also done. Then we are left with 10, so minus of 10 into x is 10x, minus of 10 into 3 is minus of 30. I thought of means doing this one first, but that's not an issue, we'll get the same answer. Okay, let's solve this one now. All the pairing we have to do. 2x cube is different, right, because we will leave that. Now x square, x square, x square term we will be adding it together. 2x cube will be there itself because no other pairing for that. So 6 plus 5 is 11, and 11 minus of 4 gives you 7, right? So it will be like 7 x square. We are done with the x square term. And then 15x, then 12x, and then 10x. 3 is there, right? So we can also use a calculator. See, I'll tell you how to do that. So we have 15, right? And we have minus of 12. Then we have minus of 10, right? All the three terms have x, so I am just writing 15 minus of 12 minus of 10. That gives you minus of 7. That's all, finished. So we'll be writing minus of 7 and the term that is used, minus of 7x. Okay. Then we are left with only 30, so I'll be writing minus of 30. So that's all done. So this will be a final answer. So 2x cube plus of 7x square minus of 7x minus of 30. Okay, so let's move on. Question number 21. The force of attraction F Newton between two magnets is inversely proportional to square of the distance, that is d, between the magnet. D is 1.5, F is 48. Okay, find the expression for F in term of D. The first thing that they are saying is F, that is force between two magnets, is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Okay, let's write that expression first. Force is inversely proportional to square of the distance. Okay, d square, square of the distance. And if I remove this proportionality symbol and put it equals to, what I have to place instead of that? K, constant, and 1 by d square, correct? Now they have given that if the value of d is 1.5 and f is 48, let's use that. Okay, in this equation we have f equals to k into 1 by d square. If f is 48 and d is 1.5, so d square will be then we can find out the value of k, right? So k will be equals to 48 into 1.5 square. I hope you understand this. So let us use our calculator. Just pull out a calculator now and use it. So we have use a calculator here. So 48 times 1.5 square, so that gives me 108. So k is 108. K is 108. Okay, now what we can do, we can put this value of k in this equation. So because we have to find out the expression in term of for f in term of d, right? So expression for f in term of d, so that we can write the value of k, and now it will be in the term of d, right? So finally we can write f equals to 108 by d square. So this will be our answer. F is equals to 108 by d square. I hope you understand this. Let's move. Part B. When the distance between the two magnets is doubled, the new force is n times the original force. Work out the value of n. Okay, now when the distance is doubled, the new force is n times the original force. What is original force? Actually, original force is here, right? This one is the original force. So the original force is F equals to 108 by d square. Now the new force is actually equals to n times 108 by d square. That's what they are trying to tell. And we have to find out the value of n. But what is the case of this one? The case of that is when the distance is doubled. When the distance between the two magnets is doubled. So before it was d and now it is what? 2d. Now the distance is doubled, right? This is the previous one. This is the new force. So let us put the value of d as 2d, right? So if it is 2d, then what will happen? See, this, if I put this value of d as 2d square, so what will happen? F is equals to, this will be like 108 by, this becomes 2 times 2 is 4, because this 2 is also squared, so 2 times 2 is 4, and d square, 2 times 2 is 4 and 4d square. So what we can write this as, we can write this as F equals to 1 by 4 of 108 by d square. Just I have splitted it and wrote it there, 1 by 4 into 108 d square. Can you just compare this one with this one? F is equals to, though this was the previous one, after I put 2d, and I'm getting this one, 1 by 4 into 108 by d square. What does that mean? This means that this is the value of n. F equals to 1 by 4 times 108 by d square. So this is the value of n, right? So the new force is 1 by 4 times the previous one. So n is 1 by 4 times, or we can also write it as 1 by 4 is 0.25. I hope you understand this. Let's move. Question number 22. Simplify this one. So you can first we can first use this quadratic equation, and we can find out uh, using the middle term split. Okay, so I'll write this equation here, 2x square minus of 5x. Later on I'll solve the denominator. Let us use the middle term split to solve this one. First you have to multiply the extreme term. The extreme term is 12 and 2, and 12 times 2 is 24, and factor of 24 we have to find out. That will give you the middle term split. Factor of 24, I got it from extreme term multiple, extreme term coefficient multiple. Okay, so factor of 24 is what? We have 1 times 24, that is not used. 2 times 12 is not used. 3 times 8 is used, because 3 and 8 gives me 5 over there, right? So yeah, so we can split this 5 as minus of 8x and plus of 3x. I guess you understand. So rest all number I'll be writing it as it is. I splitted this 5x as minus of 8x. I got this 8 and 3 from this factor of 24. Okay, let's do this now. Take out common from this. I have to take out common. This is just an imaginary bracket, so you have to take out common from that. Okay, if I take out common, I'll be having 2 as common and x as common, so we'll be left with x minus of 4 times 2 is 8. Then this side I'll be having 3 as common and x minus of 4 again, because 3 times x is 3x and 3 times 4 is minus of 12x. So then this one and this one I have to write it together. So 2x plus of 3 and x minus of 4. Okay, so finally I have done this one with this form. So what I'll do, I'll come back to the question now. So instead of this one, this I have to write this one, 2x plus 3 and x minus of 4. I hope you understand. We just split it into middle term and I wrote it here. And over the bottom, over this one, this bottom I can take it as common, that is 3 as common, and x also I can take it as common. So x minus of 4 times 3 is 12. This I split it. Okay, this I took it common, 3 as common. Okay, because both comes in 3 table out, so I took out 3 and x common out, so 3 times 1 is 3 and x is left, and 4 times 3 is 12. Okay, like that I did. I hope you understand. I wrote it at the top bottom also. So now here x minus a 4 and x minus a 4 got cancelled out. So what is left? 2x plus 3 and 3x is left. So that's your final answer, 2x plus 3 and 3x, because we cannot solve it further. So let's move on. Question number 23. Find all the solutions of 4 sine x equals to 3. So 4 sine x equals to 3, and the solution should only lie between 0 and 360. Okay, not more than that, not less than that. The maximum is 360 and less is 360, 0. So let's find out one of the solution from here itself. We can get it. One solution at least we can get it. Sometimes we don't get it, but at least one solution we usually get it. So x is equals to sine inverse of 3 by 4. So let's pull out our calculator and try to find out what is sine inverse of 3 by 4. So that is equals to 48.59, or we can write 48.6. Okay, so 48.59, or we can even write 48.6. So let's write 48.6. Okay, so one of the value that of x is 48.6, that lies between this one, right? So let's find out another value also using the graph. So you know that this is the sine graph, and the maximum is 1 and the minimum is -1. It goes maximum at 90. Last paper also I discussed. Maximum goes 90, comes back 180, goes to minimum, that is 270. This maximum at 90, okay, and minimum at 270, and get back to 360. Like that it will be. Like it is not proper. It should be a symmetry. Okay, it should be a symmetry pattern. So it should be like that. Okay, so this is 180, this is 360. Okay, so this is 0. It starts from 0. So what we can do is, one of the value is given as 48, and this value is 3 by 4, right? Sine x is 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 will be somewhere 1.7 0.75, so it will be somewhere here. Okay, so one of the value, using one of the value and symmetry pattern, we can easily find out the another value. So one of the value is 48.6, right? So you can easily justify this is 90, right? The maximum point is 90 and half of that is 45. So here it will be somewhere, here will be 48, right? So I'll try to shade this one with little smaller one. Okay, now let us shade this one. I just shaded this one. Try to identify the symmetry of this one. The symmetry of this one is only possible over this case. Okay, this is 48. This is 48. Okay, this length is 48. Okay, let me write like that. This length is 48.6. So the symmetry is only possible over this case, correct? There is no other possible symmetry. So this is another possibility symmetry, and this length I can say it is 48.6, correct? So this is the another possible value of x, because we don't have, this is not a symmetry, this is not a symmetry, careful in that, and we will not get any other symmetry over here also, it's not possible. So we have only two symmetry, one is this place, another is this place. So another answer is lying over here, that is 180. This is 180, this value is 180. So this answer is 180 minus of 48.6. That will give you the another value of x. So let's pull out our calculator and write 180 minus of 48.6. That gives me the answer 131.4. So we have two values of x, that is one of the value is 48.6 and the other value is 131.4. Okay, let's move on. Question number 24. Solve this one. So it can be solved using like this. So first, as I told you, if we have 1 by 2 and 1 by 3, so we can use a cross multiplication method. This and this multiply, this and this multiply, and this multiply. Same method we can use it here. So we can multiply this with this one first. So x plus 1 into x plus 9. Okay. Then we can multiply this x plus 9 with 1. Okay. So 1 into x plus 9, plus sign is there in between, and then x plus 1 into 9. Okay, or 9 into x plus 1. I hope you understand that. Cross multiply this is the same method I used. This is the same method I used there. Okay, now let us simplify a little bit more. So this is because it's multiplied with 1, so I'll be having the same answer. I don't need a bracket now. Plus 9 into x is 9x, and 9 into 1 is 9. Okay, so I'll erase that. Now we have, okay, so what we can do is we can shift this whole multiple over the right hand side. Now it becomes x plus 1 and x plus 9. Okay, it is being shifted towards the right hand side and multiplied with 1, so that's the same answer. Let's simplify more. 9x plus 9x is 10x, and 9 plus 9 is 18. Okay, so we have 10x plus 9 plus 9 is 18 over the left hand side. And if I solve this one, this will be multiplied like this, expanding the bracket, this with this and this with this. So x into x is x square, plus 9 into x is 9x, plus 1 into x is x, and 1 into 9 is 9. Correct? So 10x plus 18 equals to x square plus 10x. 9x plus x is 10x plus 9 over there, and 10x and 10x got cancelled out from both the sides. So we have x square. If I take this 18 over right hand side, so it will be x square plus 9 minus of 18. Okay, 0 equals to, because 18 I shifted, so there is nothing left, so I kept 0. So x square minus of 9, because 9 minus of 18 is minus 9. So we can shift this 9 minus 9 over the left hand side, so x square is equals to plus 9. Okay, I shifted back to that side so that I'll get x square equals to plus 9. Then we have to find out the values of x. So x will be equals to under root of 9. So as I told you, if we have root, we will be having two values of there. One is plus and another is minus. So value of, mostly students just leave it like root 9 is 3, because you can use a calculator. Under root of 9 is 3. They just leave it here. But if it is root, we'll be having two values, because it's a square, it has two solutions, right? So plus as well as minus. So we'll be having plus 3 and we'll be having minus 3. So one of the value of x is plus 3, other value of x is minus 3. So this is the end of this paper. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for